This is Theodorus Rex. Welcome back to another track by track. This time we're featuring the band Rush. Again, they are a favorite band of mine. And we're going to look at Power Windows versus Hold Your Fire. Now, both these albums came out back to back. Hold Your Fire was the first album since Caress of Steel not to go platinum for Rush. So I think they decided to climb out of that synth age after that album, moving on to Presto and Roll the Bones. It was both albums are produced by Peter Collins, who did Queensryche, Suicidal Tendencies, Bon Jovi, and both albums as always, Rush lyrics are profound, and we're dealing with age, the natural world, optimism, cynicism, and just enjoying life in general. So, without further ado, let's get down and find out which one of these albums is the winner, the best. So. The first track, we've got Big Money versus Force 10. Big Money, great opening track. It gives you an idea of what the rest of the album is about. Yeah, you've got a few synths on there, especially during the solo section. Alex Lifeson takes a mean solo here in the rhythm section. The core Geddy Neil rhythm section here is just really fascinating. This is going against Force 10, which is kind of a forward-looking song, even sonically, and just sounds great, and up-tempo, sense of urgency, kind of power through adversity lyrically. I think kind of thematically, I think the solo and Big Money is probably a little more interesting, the solo section, because the band collectively are kind of doing their own thing, kind of like Tom Sawyer. But the song overall, I've got to give it to Force 10. Hold Your Fire. Track 2. Grand Designs versus Time Stands Still. Now, some of these songs are easy to pick and some are not very easy. And this one is a little bit easier to pick because Time Stands Still is such a timeless song, lyrically very strong. I love the concept of passing an evening with a drink and a friend. Who can't relate to these lyrics about time standing still and wanting just to take in the power of the present moment? Grand Designs, by contrast, is a little bit of a forgetful number. It is a good song, but really not up to Rush's standard and what we're used to as fans. So clearly, Hold Your Fire scores its second point. Track 3, Manhattan Project versus Open Secrets. Now, I know Manhattan Project is a fan favorite. It's widely considered one of Power Windows' best songs. It's a great tune about the adventure of inventing the atomic bomb, it being used in Japan. You've got these great lyrics like the Big Bang took and shook the world, shut down the rising sun. Just a really powerful song. Open Secrets is also equally powerful, in my opinion. I think it's a great song. You've got the line, "Closed for my protection, open to your scorn. Between these two directions, my heart is sometimes torn." This is more of an introspective struggle, but nonetheless, it strikes a chord with me personally. But Manhattan Project is such an overwhelming success in terms of getting a message across about the atomic age. I've got to go with that one. So Power Windows takes the first point. Track 4, Marathon versus Second Nature. Now, this one is pretty easy for me. I think Second Nature lyrically is a very warm and wonderful song. However, Marathon has the lyrics and the whole totality of melody and song and Alex Lifeson's solo in this song is of particular interest. And I think really there's a lot of keyboard action going on during the solo section of this song as well. But you can just hear Neil like driving this song from behind the scenes, and it's just, again, we're put in a position of like a race or coming to the finish line, or what it takes to get through something. Marathon clearly takes this one. Tied up 2-2. Who's going to take it? Track 5, Territories versus Prime Mover. For me, this one is very easy. I think Territories outshines Prime Mover by a long few yards. Territories deals with, being a world citizen, not just when the colorful rag unfolds, being that of, dedicated to your country, which in these times is not a very popular concept, perhaps. But, we've also got the line, the whole wide world, an endless universe, yet we keep looking through the eyeglass in reverse. And how true that feels even today. I mean, are the citizens along for the ride? We are along for the ride. And this is a song whose lyrics apply as well as today, that probably even more so today than they even did back then. Very insightful song, intelligent song. And I like really what Lifeson does throughout the song too, just sprinkling this dust of guitar, it almost sounds like a synth himself, but kind of like a sitar almost. Well done. Clearly, this one goes to Power Windows. Power Windows takes the lead. Track 6, Middleton Dreams versus Lock and Key. Now, Middleton Dreams, I love this song. This is a great song. The office door closes early, the hidden bottle comes out. This is about somebody living a drab lifestyle, maybe being an insurance salesman or something, and what it takes to break out of that. Lock and Key, on the other hand, is epic. In fact, it's my favorite song on Hold Your Fire. And, we carry a sensitive cargo below the waterline, ticking like a time bomb with a primitive design. Behind the finer feelings, the civilized veneer. I mean, just pure poetry, right? Even every line is better than the last. And this song is really, not only is it like an internal or man meets, the state type struggle, but it's also secret government type state versus maybe regular government, and all the Cold War. You get a sense of the Cold War with these lyrics as well, and but it also relates to the human being. So, because Neil is typically a metaphorical lyricist at the end of the day, which is why we all love him so much. And the music is just dramatic, just stellar. So this one clearly goes to Hold Your Fire. 3-3, we're tied up again. 2 songs left, because I'm only doing the first 8 songs, because, in the interest of fairness here. So track 7, Emotional Detector versus Mission. Again, this is a no-brainer, but this time, Hold Your Fire takes it. Mission is a terrific song. Great lyrics. I know we got a lot of keyboards here. It's an up-tempo song though, but hey man, it's a great tune through and through. Track 8, Mystic Rhythms, a single from Power Windows versus Turn the Page. Turn the Page is another one of my favorites from Hold Your Fire, perhaps the second slot, the second place there. So there's no way Mystic Rhythms is winning this one, even though it's a relatively good song. But for me, Turn the Page is just a full-fledged, epic, wonderful tune full of energy, and Geddy's opening up on this great bass line with some chords in there, and Alex just coming in on top, just strumming these amazing chords, and then the whole solo section breaking up and coming back together in a dramatic fashion and lyrically, checking out the state of the nation and all these great lyrics that we can all relate to. Hold Your Fire takes this one. So we have a winner. I will say the last 2 songs, Ty Shannon and High Water on Hold Your Fire, really, I think if Power Windows had a couple more songs, it probably would have won. But we have a winner as always. Thanks for watching. Let me know your comments down below. What do you think? Did I miss out on any songs? Are is Big Money really better than Force 10? You tell me.